NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Get ready. Get ready. Come on, set. 6 yards. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Let's go. What you got, Heavy?
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman.
Switch it.
It'll go as a loss of 3 right away. And it's second down.
Roquan Smith in on the tackle. Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Switch.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Kill. Go. Kill. Turn up.
They'll run on first down. It's Grant. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Mike 20. Go. Come on now. Mike 20.
Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
2nd and 6 at the Falcons' 33-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
This is Wynn. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's third and short. On third down, it's Grant. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with fourth down at a yard. They will run with Grant, and he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
26-yard line.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Silver.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Jackson now. Catch is made by Hurd. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Combo. 6 man. Check curls. Shoot. Hold, 6, 4, 3. Check 31.
On first down, Grant. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
He's brought down by William Jackson. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 6-yard line.
33, check flag 33.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Check nickel.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. This is Grant. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Marr is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
Mike 52, Mike 52. 80. Kill.
They go play action. It's Rosen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well-timed effort by Darius Slay, a sack on the corner blitz.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, getting the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing is Jackson. Incomplete. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Watch tight, tight is right. Watch tight, tight is right. Hey, we got... Match. Tight. Hustle.
And some room to run now. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Falcons' 33-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. 0-0, Mike Free. 3 buzz.
Now it's Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Miles Boykin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Under 10. Hard. 10. Hey, wahoo. 40 wants the mic.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Rosen. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he's got this down to the 35. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. He'll find Metcalf. Touchdown, Falcons! DK Metcalf, as the 1st half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Bullock good on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
The Titans take over first
Here we go.
and 10
Here we go.
at their
Here we
own
go.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You think you won't get this? You think you won't get this? Mike 20.
To throw is Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
On the deep ball. Byron Jones on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And some strong running. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and we'll take it from there.
See how into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu, and he'll take this back down inside the 20. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check 9, check 9. Bang, 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 bang.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's Grant. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed, they will keep possession of the ball.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Come on, set. 6-1. Coming to you, coming to you. Henry. Hey, Mike 20. Let's go. They're running it. Mike 20. Come up the ball.
Play action. Now Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. He has just been alone for opposing offenses to account for now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Bravo.
Rosen off the play action. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Here now, Johnny Townsend. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Grant. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
You go tight. You got time. Slam. Come.
They go back to Grant. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Back now in Nashville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Freeman. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right.
49, check 49, check 49. Go. He's checking Craig. Watch twist. Watch twist.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson, and he will find his man on the outside. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Check like 33. Watch the flag. Echo.
They'll keep it on the ground. Grant, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
On the double. 20, Mike 20. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
From the gun, Jackson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down.
Check Mike 33. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in that house. Mike, check 33.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Ready. 33. Check like 33. I got it. Double tight, guys. Go. We got 4.
On 2nd down now, it's Grant. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Grant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now a give coming right is Breida. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Breida, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always course.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
We got double up, double up. Jim. Kill.
They'll try the left side. Grant. Got some room at the 30. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 44 yards on the ground.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Undercrush.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They go play action now. Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now it's Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Oh, Rosen is stripped to the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Bang it. Check. 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 Go. Go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Grant. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming.
Gain of 4 yards. It's 4th and goal.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
Check 37. Check 37. It's free.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal.
Defense wins championships, baby. Check. Go.
They'll try and run for it. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to